Today on Newsbeat, see why Chicago has Illinois lawmakers up in arms and what tourism has to do with it. Then,
First Lady Michelle Obama got personal in a commencement speech at Tuskegee University. Hear the powerful message she had for the HBCU graduates this weekend. Then,
the Bulls and Cavs trade buzzer beaters tying the series. That story and more, Newsbeat starts right now. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, May 12th, 2015. I'm Natalie Cardona.
And I'm Ashley Smith. Thank you for joining us for our final show.
Our top story, a big push to build a land casino in Chicago.
Powerful lawmakers and community activists were at odds on the issue. They aired their views at a public hearing. Newsbeat's Crystal Brown went to the public hearing that got pretty heated. She's back and is live with all the details. Crystal?
That's right, guys. The hearing battle focused on two things. One, how much debt the city is in and how the casino could help. And two, how much corruption a casino could bring about. The decades-long debate on whether or not to bring a casino to Chicago is resurfacing. This time, advocates both for and against placing a casino in Chicago gathered in a hearing to plead their cases. The main argument from supporters is the casinos would bring millions of dollars in revenue to the city. It would pay for raises for teachers, as well as pensions for Chicago police.
Direct benefits, revenue estimated between anywhere from $350 million to $950 million, 2,500 permanent casino jobs, 1,500 temporary construction jobs, $1.2 billion in off-site revenue.
Lawmakers are pushing to pass two proposals that will authorize a state-owned gambling facility. Revenue from the casino would be split between the city and the state, with some of Chicago's share also going to Cook County and South suburban communities. The second proposal would authorize 5 new casinos in Chicago: the South suburbs, Lake County, Winnebago County, and Vermilion County, and allow slot machines at racetracks. Areas near upscale restaurants and hotels, like the one behind me, are prime locations being sought if the proposal to move a casino to Chicago is approved.
We need a Chicago casino so our guests will stay here to gamble, to eat in our restaurants, and to shop in our stores.
The city may be able to support it. The problem is that there's so much other things going on, and with the various bills, we're not sure that the state will make money off of it.
The debate is far from over. There will be more hearings on this issue. I'm Crystal Brown reporting in the live room. Back to you in the studio.
Alrighty, thank you very much, Crystal. A man is in custody for trying to sexually assault a woman on a CTA red line. 34-year-old Ronald Sparks was arrested Monday morning after a security guard spotted him smoking on a CTA train. The woman says she was attacked around 5 a.m. as she rode the train southbound between Fullerton and North and Clybourne. Police say the woman and the suspect were the only people in the train car at the time. The man exited the train at North and Clybourne. Sparks was charged with criminal sexual assault causing bodily harm. He was also cited for smoking on CTA property.
13 people were injured, one of them critically, following a string of shootings throughout the city this weekend. The victims range in age from 15 to 50 years old. The most critically injured was a 32-year-old man who was shot in the Park Manor neighborhood. He and another person began arguing when the other person opened fire. He was shot multiple times. Police did not say where he was struck.
33 people are in custody following a party in Edgewater. Officers say they stopped a car near the apartment when they became the target of verbal abuse. Soon after, a series of gunfire rang out. Everyone inside the second-floor apartment was detained. 13 women, 14 men, and 1 girl. A search of the residence uncovered a weapon and spent shell casings. An investigation revealed the officers were not the intended targets of the gunfire.
There is a tough decision underway that affects every public school student in the city of Chicago. There will be a no-contract extension for Chicago public school teachers. At issue, there's a 3% raise the city says it just cannot afford.
CTU! CTU!
That's the sound of angry teachers, and is the sound the people of Chicago never want to hear again. But another strike could be on the horizon. Chicago Public Schools decided not to pick up the option to extend the teacher's contract for another year. The teachers are especially angry because former Superintendent Barbara Bennett gave her old company a $20 million contract. Mayor Emanuel responded to that controversy.
So there's no doubts about how a contract is awarded, especially when they're done sole source. We did it at the city level. We got to continue to make the reforms necessary throughout the system.
An unfair labor practice complaint is now filed against Chicago Public Schools after the Chicago Teachers Union was asked to pay more into the pension plan. People around Chicago are weighing in on the decision not to pay teachers more money.
Considering the fact that the majority of my family, and my parents especially, are both teachers, I think that they should actually get paid a little bit more than what they're doing right now, because we're going through a little bit of a tough time right now with like medical bills and all that, and more money would always help.
But I think overall teachers do deserve more money, just across the board, even like down to elementary school. And I know Columbia is struggling with budget cuts, and I think the money's going somewhere. I don't think it's just disappearing. So I think they're cutting back on things and then adding that to something else.
During Mayor Emanuel's re-election campaign, he promised not to raise property taxes. Now he may have to reconsider it to avoid a teacher strike.
A warning is out for synthetic drugs that are causing hallucinations and illness, and it is turning up around the Chicago area. One of the drugs is K2, a synthetic form of marijuana. The other is a new designer drug called Flocka. It is in the same class of chemicals used for bath salts. Both of the synthetic stimulants target youth for their cheap high.
Tom Brady and the New England Patriots find themselves in a heap of trouble.
That's right, and Jameis Winston has issues of his own. Newsbeat's Eddie Diaz is here to give us more details on these situations. Eddie?
Thanks, ladies. There is a lot going on in the world of sports right now, but nothing is bigger than the Tom Brady Deflategate scandal. The four-time Super Bowl champion and reigning Super Bowl MVP was suspended 4 games by NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell for his direct involvement in the Deflategate scandal. The NFL also fined the Patriots $1 million and have taken away their first-round pick next year, as well as their 4th-round pick in 2017. Fans immediately piled into the Patriots Pro Shop to begin buying Tom Brady jerseys in protest of the suspension. Brady plans to appeal the suspension, according to his agent. And in other news, Jameis Winston, the #1 overall pick in the 2015 NFL Draft, has filed a countersuit against the woman who claimed Winston raped her in 2012. Erica Kinsman sued Winston in April, seeking damages in excess of $15,000. Prosecutors had previously declined to pursue criminal charges against Winston after multiple investigations, citing a complete lack of evidence. In his countersuit, Winston claims that the sex was consensual and that Kinsman has demanded $7 million from him to drop the lawsuit. Yesterday was clearly not the day to be a franchise quarterback, but there is a chance that Brady could win his appeal. If the Patriots quarterback doesn't win, his first game back would likely be in Week 6 in primetime against the Indianapolis Colts. Lots going on. Everybody's really surprised to see Tom Brady getting in trouble.
So have you been to the sports stores buying up all his jerseys?
No, not me personally, but I know that there was an article on Forbes that said this could drive his jersey sales to top in the league.
Wow.
So.
Well, thanks, Eddie.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Coming up next on Newsbeat, immigrants trying to enter Europe are getting increasingly desperate. How on earth did this happen? Why the parents of this 8-year-old boy stuffed their child inside this suitcase? Get this, on purpose.
The Catholic Church and communism aren't usually grouped together in the same sentence, but see why the two came together this weekend in an historic meeting. Next on Newsbeat. This just in, breaking this morning. An earthquake strikes eastern Nepal, causing landslides and dozens of deaths. It struck in Namche Bazaar, a town near Mount Everest. The quake had a magnitude of 7.3, and most recent reports say there are at least 37 casualties. Residents are evacuating to the towns to seek safer shelter. This is the second earthquake to hit Nepal in just 2 weeks, and it could cost the country an additional $1 billion in reconstruction costs. If you'd like to help the relief efforts in Nepal, you can visit redcross.org and donate.
Dramatic new details surrounding the death of Osama bin Laden are out, and it leads one journalist to call President Obama a liar.
About this, the best 24, 25 guys go in to the middle of Pakistan, take out a guy with no air cover, no protection, no security, no trouble. Are you kidding me?
Investigative journalist Seymour Hersh claims the 2011 raid that killed bin Laden is a lie. Hersh alleges that the White House administration cooperated with Pakistani officials to kill the terrorist leader, and that Pakistan knew about the raid, contrary to the previous claims.
Two major public figures met over the weekend, a meeting that some are calling one for the history books. Cuban President Raul Castro was at the Vatican on Sunday, where he met with Pope Francis. Castro thanked the pontiff for his supportive role during the difficult relations between Cuba and the U.S. The Cuban president was so impressed by the Pope, he said he might consider practicing Catholicism again.
An X-ray machine finds an 8-year-old boy hidden inside a suitcase at the Spanish border. The boy survived several hours in the fetal position, locked in the suitcase. A 19-year-old woman attempted to smuggle the boy into Morocco to reunite with his father. Police stopped the woman after she began acting suspiciously while wheeling her luggage. Officials say this is the first time finding this type of smuggling. The boy is now in state child custody.
Immigration reform is a constant topic debated in Congress daily, and with 12 million undocumented immigrants currently living in the United States, that comes as no surprise. Newsbeat's Anastasia Favela is here with a special report that goes inside the life of an undocumented young woman right here in Chicago.
Home of the free, land of the brave, America is known throughout the world as a country of immigrants, yet it is one of the hardest countries to gain citizenship in. Immigrants in America are faced with years of renewing visas, expensive documents and lawyers to pay for in order to renew the visas, and a constant fear that they can be deported in any moment if they don't have the proper documentation. There is no promise of citizenship. This is Rosa Molina, a 21-year-old undocumented citizen who was brought here at the age of 3 from Mexico City, Mexico.
I moved here originally because my father was out here working, and I turned 3 at that time, so he was looking for me to get into school and probably get a possible better education. Found out that I was actually illegal, you can say, when I was in high school and when everyone was applying for FAFSA, and I wasn't able to apply for it.
Rosa had to figure out a way to pay for college out of pocket, so she had to get a job. She had a worker's visa for a while that allowed her to work legally, but it recently expired. She now works at her family restaurant to try and make money to go to school and help her parents, who are also illegal. Undocumented citizens have to wait between 3 and 6 months for a visa approval. That means Rosa can't work legally until it arrives. Rosa is able to stay here because of a new program called DACA.
And it stands for Deferred Action for Early Childhood Arrivals. Since I was brought here at the age of 3, I was able to get into the program, and they provided me with a visa card and a social security number to be able to work.
Rosa is unsure when she'll be able to get a better paying job, and she's afraid she won't be able to afford her next semester of college because of how long it takes.
I'm waiting on it to get approved and for them to hopefully send me a letter saying that I should go in for my fingerprints and hopefully soon get the visa renewed.
Rosa Molina is now bartending in Chicago, and she plans to move to San Diego, where she hopes to find a group of people to help her gain a more permanent residency. I'm Anastasia Favela with Newsbeat.
First Lady Michelle Obama gave what some are calling a profound and heartfelt commencement speech at Tuskegee University over the weekend.
Come so far. The truth is that those age-old problems are stubborn, and they haven't fully gone away. So there will be times, just like for those airmen, when you feel like folks look right past you, or they see just a fraction of who you really are.
She shared her personal struggles during the 2008 election and talked about how she constantly felt judged. The First Lady showed her vulnerability when discussing the first time she was on a magazine cover. The magazine depicted her as a cartoon, having an afro and holding a machine gun. In light of that, she told graduates she learned to ignore all the noise and stay true to themselves.
There's Seamless, Uber, and now Google. How the internet giant is going to change how we eat on the go. Next.
It's the end of the era for one of the television's original reality shows. What beloved television show Fox just gave the axe? Next on Newsbeat. Thanks to technology and food companies, ordering food from home will be effortless. Google has added a new way to order takeout from restaurants directly from its search results. Now when you search for a nearby delivery restaurant, you'll be able to select place an order without having to visit the restaurant's website. Google has teamed up with 6 delivery companies so far and says it's looking to add more delivery providers in the future.
Nintendo games will come to life thanks to Universal Parks and Resorts. They plan to build interactive Nintendo-themed attractions. No details yet on what games the collaborators will include. Theme park and video game fans will have to wait a little longer. This is just one part of Universal's expansion plan, with yearly plans to open a new attraction in each major location. And up next, our entertainment reporter Raquel Harris has got the latest from Hollywood.
She's ready to fill you in with all the juicy details. I hope you're ready. Raquel joins us now with Tea Time.
Thanks, guys, and good afternoon, everyone. We're back again with all the juicy gossip you've been waiting to hear. We've got some of Kylie Jenner, a rapper who's honored with a doctorate, and you won't believe what American show is being taken off of the air after 10 years. So pull out your biggest cup because I'm about to give you all of the hottest tea. So the mystery is over. For those wondering if Kylie Jenner's lips were fake, the cat's out of the bag, but the injections are in. Her lips, that is. The 17-year-old reality star has finally let the world know that she has been using temporary lip fillers. The news came to us during a recent episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians when big sister Khloe dropped the ball and let everyone know that Kylie plumps her lips. Kylie says that it's always been an insecurity of hers, but she's ready to stop denying the truth. Well, it's about time, so thanks, Kylie. It's commencement season, and guess who's graduating with honors? Literally. As of yesterday, rap rebel Kanye West can now go by Dr. Kanye West. Lisa Wainwright, Dean of Faculty and Vice President of Academic Administration at SAIC, says she read an interview where West said he had wished he had attended the school. That gave her the bright idea to fulfill his dreams with a diploma. Congrats, Dr. West. We all know when good shows come to an end. A show has continually had no success, and none of the winners are delivering. That's right, the once beloved singing competition American Idol is closing its doors after 10 years. Fox announced the big news Monday and said the decision wasn't easy, but they collectively felt that it was time to bring American Idol to an end. The show will air for the last time for a 15th season next year. And that's all the news I have for you today. I'm Raquel Harris, and I'll see you next time with the tea.
Thanks, Raquel. An exciting discovery was made off the coast of Madagascar, and it's like something straight out of an adventure novel. A team of archaeologists have found what they believe to be pirate treasure. The explorers pulled a large block of silver from the water. It is believed to have belonged to the notorious 17th century pirate Captain Kidd. The precious item was found near the wreckage of Kidd's ships, the Adventure Gallery. The silver weighs in around 110 pounds, making it the largest treasure ever taken out of the sea.
It's been raining these past few days. Hopefully we have some heat and clear skies coming our way.
Newsbeat's Liz DeLue is here with the weekly weather update. Liz?
Yeah, guys, the rain is gone for now, but in its place is some powerful wind. Now, you may be disappointed with this week's forecast, but remember, we need all this rain so we can have a beautiful green summer. Let's take a look outside. As you can see, we have Buckingham Fountain, and the fountain is running, and the skies are clear. Oh, check it out. We even have a boat outside. I would love to be on that right now. Yeah, the skies are clear. Doesn't seem really wavy out there either, but for tonight, we have temperatures at 47, so they'll drop a little bit because right now it's a little bit hotter. The clear skies and winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And so so Wednesday we will have sun, full sun, which is different from this weekend. We'll have a lot of rain coming, but remember, it will be green, so that's good. So Thursday we have 65 degrees, Friday 71, Saturday 71 with storms, and Sunday is our hottest day with 79 degrees and some rain, but 79 degrees, that's pretty good.
Gotta take what you can get, I guess.
Yeah, because I'm looking forward to the hot day, but I'm not looking forward to the rain at all.
Right, but the temperatures are up, so that's good. It's good, it's better than 50 degrees.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Liz. Thank you. There was more drama in the United Center for Game 4 between the Bulls and the Cavs.
The last second of the game had everyone in the crowd on their feet.
We'll tell you who came up with the late game heroics.
Cubs phenom Chris Bryant hit his first career home run Sunday night. How did he follow that up? Joe DeAngelis will have more of that coming up on Newsbeat. Joe?
Hi, ladies. And yeah, drama has been the theme here. So we'll just pick it up with the most dramatic moment that we've had so far. Let's head out to the UC and catch up with Game 4 of the Bulls and Cavs. And there's LeBron getting ready to take on Derrick Rose. UC, Game 4 action. Here we go. Early in the first quarter, Derrick Rose drives the lane and hits the acrobatic scoop layup. That is vintage Derrick Rose right there. Then Kyrie Irving at the top of the key in the second. He drives the lane, drops it off for Tristan Thompson, who throws it down on Joakim Noah. Kendrick Perkins with the stone hands moment there just before the half. Jimmy Butler's going to take it to the rack for the slam. Then later on, this was a physical game, as you can see here. LeBron bowls over Derrick Rose. It is really impressive for Derrick to stand tall and take that charge on LeBron. But with 1.5 to go, LeBron sinks the buzzer beater. Cavs win the game 86-84, heading back to Cleveland tied at 2 games apiece. Cubs taking on the Mets at Wrigley Field, and the fireworks started early in this one. Chris Bryant sends a shot out to left center field. That's the first time there were fans out in the bleachers to catch a home run ball this season. What better one to catch than Chris Bryant's first home run at Wrigley? Then Anthony Rizzo says, hey, don't forget about me. One pitch later, I'm going to go a yard. Now it's 3-0 Cubs in the first inning. Later on, Addison Russell standing in. He's going to single to right field. That's going to score Chris Coughlin, give the Cubs their 4th run. That's all they need in this one. They beat the Mets 4-3. Jeff Samardzija on the bump for the White Sox, and things got off to a rough start in this one. Hector Gomez doubles to left, and that's going to open up a 6-0 lead early on, but the Sox would rally. Jose Abreu singles up the center field, and that's going to make it 7-5 as he plates 2 runs there. Then in the 8th inning, Adam Eaton is going to tie it up. Another single to right field this time. That's going to score Alexi Ramirez. We're knotted up, but then Elian Herrera says, not anymore. We are untied, a 2-run home run there, and that would do it for the Sox. They lose this one 10-7. And now, real quick, the Blackhawks are moving on to the conference finals to face the Anaheim Ducks for the right to punch their ticket to the Stanley Cup. The Bulls return to action for tonight of Game 5 in their series with the Cavs. And last but not least, the New England Patriots quarterback Tom Brady has been suspended by the NFL for 4 games for being, quote, at least generally aware, close quote, of the Deflategate controversy. The Patriots were also fined $1 million and have had 2 draft picks taken from them. That's all we have for sports, ladies.
So, Joe, what are some keys to tonight's Bulls game?
Well, it's going to be another tough battle for sure. We're in Cleveland, or the Bulls are in Cleveland, I should say, tonight. Pau Gasol is a game-time decision. We're not sure if he's going to play, but it seems unlikely, so we're going to have the bench step up a little bit if we're going to see a win here in Chicago.
Alrighty, thanks for those tips, Joe.
Thanks,
thank
Joe.
you, ladies.
That is all we have for you today. I'm Natalie Cardona.
And I'm Ashley Smith. Thank you guys so much for joining us for our very last show of Newsbeat. Have a good day.